So a very different type of game to what we've seen the last few weeks, but you must be very pleased with the second half.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the phases of our game come together closer today. Early parts of the season, we've had probably two that have been going okay, and then one that's been slightly off. And I'd say early in the game, certainly the way we defended, or the pressure we could get on the ball, wasn't exactly where we needed it to be in the first half, and so we sort of dialed in on that at half time, and fortunately we were able to turn that around, and that gave us some really good looks on the other side of the ball. So no, really pleasing performance, because in the second quarter we were well and truly up against it, and I think what sort of shows your, growth as a team is when you can sort of absorb that, acknowledge that it's happened, but then be able to lock in and tie back the scorer by a couple of goals late in that quarter, which just gives you a bit of a look at it. So that was actually a really important part, not just the second half.
How concerned were you with that pressure or lack of pressure in the first half? Because it seemed like the contest game was clearly on your side, but then when they had the ball, it seemed like it was hard for you guys to see.
Yeah. No, they're just going end to end. I mean, there were lots of opportunities to be able to attack. So we took our moments, but with the incomplete plays, it probably put a bit of pressure on us to be able to defend a bit faster, and felt like we tidied that up, both with the ball and then also without it. And that certainly helped us get the pressure back on the ball and put the game back into a contest. And they're an impressive side, GWS. They're hard to try and stop at the best of times. Obviously a very, very good transition team, but we're able to do pretty well in that space tonight.
How influential has Mark Pitnap been since he's come in?
Yeah, well, a couple of games. The more games they play together, and the better he's going to be. He has the match fitness, and to be able to play at those games, equally with Tom being able to play forward and hit the scoreboard, was able to come in and do his part as well. So, it's a good combination. We find that it's a unique strength of ours. So, to sort of see them both in really good form is particularly pleasing.
Are you philosophically locked in on two rucks, or is it?
No, not necessarily. But if their forms, form says a lot as well. So, and there's a lot of discussion on two rucks or not two rucks. We've got a style of play that we want to play, and clearly we had the dominance around the ball today. Certainly from centre square bounce we did, but it was their games were certainly impactful today.
How are you seeing that forward line balance with the three talls with Tom down there, and your smalls ground level?
Well, hopefully it's another threat, but it's a continual work on. I mean, we were able to, kick a pretty healthy score tonight, so which was really pleasing. But as well, when the ball was on the floor, we got to work, and we got the presence where we needed there as well. So. Look, there's a few new faces down there. There's a few new bodies that we've also had from last year to this year, and obviously with Fantasia being there and Elijah Hollands coming into that part of the ground as well, and then you're sort of playing a different combination at times. What's up forward? So being able to build out that cohesion and that connection that they'll need over the course of the year will be important. So games like tonight against a quality defence, they're good little wins.
What's the diagnosis on Zach Williams?
Well, Corky's at the moment, so we just probably took a fairly precautionary approach there, and same with Weeders. So we sort of hope that there's certainly nothing there.
Matt Kendi was pretty impressive in defence when
you
shifted him back there after subbing out Williams. Do you think you'll have a look at that more, particularly while McGovern's out?
Oh, possibly, but I think at the moment probably not. But you need flexibility clearly when you lose a defender. We've had that in the last 2 weeks where we've lost a defender, and Matty's done it on both occasions, so he's done really well. So for him to be able to slide back, but again, what I hope it almost speaks to is that it's next man up. To be able to take a squad approach to it all, and the guys embrace the roles that we've been given to them. They're getting the jobs done, and so that breeds a lot of confidence in the team when others can step in and get their jobs done, and they support the person that's coming in next. And obviously we had a couple of new faces down in the back line as well today. Lockie Cowan comes in, Lewis Young come in as well. So different mix, but they certainly got the job done.
Wittering's thigh.
Corky, yeah. Yeah.
You looked a bit sort of cocky.
Don't too concerned, just a corky. No, it was a huge effort because his mobility wasn't fantastic. He just hung in there, so as he does, and didn't complain once, and just got on with it.
And no ill effects for Boyd after that, going back with the flight and taking that?
No, not at all. Not that I'm aware of, but look, I think that was a really important role for us tonight. Green's a wonderful player, very dangerous player, and Zach had first dibs at it, and our defensive coach Aaron Hamill sort of said that he thinks Boyd was up for the task, and so credit goes to him and Boydie for taking on that job, and he did a great job. He did a really great job for a guy who hasn't played a lot of footy, and for him to be able to take it on was really impressive.
What was your take on the collision itself?
I can honestly say this, that because I sit on the interchange bench, I don't get the benefit of replays. So I'll, like you've probably had a look in slow motion. You could probably tell me, but no, I couldn't give you any insight there.
Did you feel Harry and Charlie in the second half kind of didn't go for the same ball as much? It seemed like they were getting in each other's way a little in the first half.
Maybe a little bit. I think if you look across the season, I think they've found they're getting separation really well. So that's sort of credit to them, and taking that sort of team approach and sort of type of system that we need to be able to play, and they step up when it's their turn. So I hope that's sort of something that's a trait that we're all trying to achieve, not just Charlie and Harry, and we all get the benefit from it, hopefully. And certainly talking to those two, they love playing with each other, and obviously they got a lot of looks tonight, and they're able to capitalise on different at times. But we obviously need them. They're important players to our team. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.